The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. Africans have only heard some stories from the West, and that is, it's either we are poor, there's insecurity, TT groups destabilizing us, so they are here to set us free because they love the Africans so much. And Africans have also grown to love the story and believe that each time they are here to help us because they are very generous people. But their own people are saying that there's some truth that they are always trying to hide from their own people. That whenever you hear us saying we are going to Mali, we are going to Africa to help them do something, we don't say we are going there because of their land. We always fabricate issues and say, according to the speaker, we are going to help them fight the two activities over there. But that is never true. We are going there because of human rights. Now look at Iraq. They said they were going there because there was mass destruction of where. But even after doing all that, the war still went on. That is the same thing they are doing in Mali. That they will never be open to tell us and to tell their people the main reason to which they are in the soil of Africa. Because they don't want the people to know that it's because of the resources they are here. That anytime you hear all these things coming from us, just know that the main thing that they have put on top of the whole thing, claiming that is why they are here or going there, is not the case. They are going there because of not helping the people, but taking things out of the people. According to him, that is the bitter truth that they don't want to tell themselves, and they don't want people to know.
We can clearly see that interventions are not for human rights, but to plunder countries. Interventions happen because we want to keep ports. Interventions happen because we want markets. Interventions happen because we want to manage the resources of a particular country.
So obviously we're not going to say, hey, we're going to Mali because we want to plunder the resources. Obviously we don't say that.
They say, oh dear, there is a great risk of terrorism. The Malians will come and plant bombs in the Paris metro. Look at how through the media we manufactured this Gulf War.
How? Because we had decided that we were going to beat up the Muslims in Iraq, we decided they were weapons of mass destruction. They were not.
And so there weren't any. Well, that will happen.
Propaganda has always served wars. Imagery has always been at the root of wars. You just discovered it.
Simply, we must stop believing that we are going to defend human rights, that we are going to defend freedom. Because when we go, yes, we need to talk about that.
We are not talking about that. No, we are not there. We were not talking about that. Yes, but sir, you are talking about it poorly. You are talking about it poorly.
I've been speaking poorly about it from the start, but please allow me to answer this question anyway, because you said the only intelligent thing we've heard on this subject, namely that we must think in terms of geostrategy, subsoil, geography, neocolonialism. It continues. Muslims have been beaten up on the planet since the Gulf War, from Afghanistan to Mali. They are constantly being beaten, and then we expect them to be nice to us. I mean, we are conducting an Islamophobic policy across the entire planet. I simply say that there was no terrorist threat until we created the terrorist threat by threatening these countries and then bombing them when they had done nothing to us.
You understand that Iran had done nothing. Iran had done nothing wrong before they bombed it. So these are people who wake up one morning, decide what they want to do, what they will do to any state. All this for what? For nonsense. Did you hear? Here is the evidence.
Here is evidence to the letter. Then they'll tell me, is it related to? It's not related to, it's the reality over there.
The proof in writing. So he wakes up one morning, he says, okay, this country here has resources, maybe they have uranium. We need that to light up our defense cities there. Well, we will then make them understand that we want to take their uranium. If they refuse, we will create a problem in their country to then offer them the solution. That's where the terror scenario comes in.
They bring terrorism to you. They come to tell you that this is the situation.
In fact, we want to help you. Now, when we want to help you, you will give us the uranium to reward us. Now, when the different countries refuse, they will say, okay, rather than you refusing, we will continue to harm you until you give up, until you accept our help. However, this is forced help. You must understand the geopolitics of friends. You must understand how the world here works.
Do you understand? So even up to Mali now is there. So they are the ones spending time sending these mercenaries. All these are terrorists to Mali to destabilize it. All this for what? Because they want our underground resources.
They want to take what is happening in our underground. Comrade, we wake up. We wake up, and they are the intellectuals who spend their time insulting what they do there. You, the intellectuals, you think you are too smart, huh?
You're not even intelligent. Being intelligent doesn't mean you're right, because you come out with big French words to tell him, as you know. And what? Calm down, friends. You need to calm down. Let's talk plainly. Let's face reality. Your greatest enemy is the one who manipulates you to destroy your nation. Your greatest enemy is the one who makes you put your ethnicity or your religion first and your nation behind. And your greatest enemy is the one, in fact, is that mastermind who deceives you, making you fight your different neighbors so that they can later come and take what's underground. Comrade, share the video everywhere, and especially wake up, friends.
So as Africans, I think we are learning and getting to know why most people are here. They will never tell you and I the main reason they are here. It's the same thing they did in Libya. When they were trying to do away with Muammar Gaddafi, it was the same thing. And according to the president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama at Chatham House, made it clear to us that these TT activities we are seeing didn't start today. It started in Libya when they wanted to take out Muammar Gaddafi. And when Muammar Gaddafi was taken out, it grew and started spreading. But today, when they are talking about the TT in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, they frame it to make it look as if because they are no longer under the system called democracy, that is why we are having them. But the same people pointing fingers at the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, were in Burkina Faso, were in Mali, were in Niger for over 10 years, yet the TT were spreading. Now we are getting to know the main motive behind the coming into Africa to sign security pact with us, to protect us, to defend us. The man made it clear. They are not here because of anything, but because of the soil. But they don't tell the people. They are not here to build roads like Macron himself confirmed it. That whenever they are in Africa, they are here because of their interests and not to come and change Africa. So we don't have to hold them accountable. The time for you, the African, to start looking inward is now. You need to understand that you need only yourself to change the narrative in your continent. We have been so dependent on people, believing that people must come here and change or do something for us. Their people are making it clear to you. Whenever they say they are coming to help you fight something, it's not because of that. Human right. That they are not here because of human right. They are not coming to protect human rights in Africa. One time, Captain Ibrahim Traore said that these people have the eyes to see when the military do something. Yet the same people who are protecting human rights cannot have the same eyes to see when they ship in things to these people. And there's another MP from Mauritania that I showed you the video where she's talking about how they are putting things and was even asking the same questions, that they have the intelligence. All over the world, they are the best. Yet the things that are happening in Mauritania, they can see the way they are feeding them, the way they bring food to them, the way they fall sick and they go to their hospitals, a lot of things that the woman brought out that is happening in Mauritania. So the African must wake up. This is a wake-up call for you to start looking at yourself as your only solution. We are programmed this way for decades, or maybe centuries, that we need people. But the world has changed. We are now in a new world order. And in this new world, we need to understand that we need ourselves. Like the Finland president said, it's either we are players or we remain pawns, because we have a role to play in this new world. And it is not going to be in the hands of the superpowers. But Africa, you have a role to play. You have a role to play. So if we have a role to play in what happened in our continent, why then do we continue to stay doing the old things, expecting different results? You have to be alert. You have to protect yourself. You have to empower yourself. You have to start redefining who you are as an African. I bring out these things so that you, the African, will change the way you see yourself. You change the way you see yourself. You change the way you do your things. Start believing in you. You are your own solution to your own problems. We don't need people to come and defend us. There's no free lunch anywhere. Anybody that gives you something, you should know that you own the person. And you should be in the position of giving than receiving. Because the more you keep receiving, the more you pile your debt. The person is not giving it to you for free. What work have you done for them? And they can't always spending this money, bringing their people to come and protect you. What human rights are we talking about? Our African culture, our customs, our traditions teaches us these things. So the time for you, the African, to start believing in yourself is now. Until we start changing our approach, how we do things, people will continue to be feeding on us. Don't sit down expecting people to come and give you things for free. It is not possible. We are not living in a world of charity. So in this world, you need your own self in dealing with your things. Believing in yourself that you are capable of doing anything is the best thing that you can ever give to yourself. And that was why Dr. Kwame Nkrumah said, the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. He didn't just say it for saying sake. It wasn't a slogan. But this is to make you understand the power that you have in yourself. Ever since the left in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, look at the things that are happening. We are seeing improvement, progress. The leaders are able to take their own destiny into their own hands. And one time Captain Ibrahim Traore made it clear to us, even with their own money, when they are looking for to take care of themselves, these people are not ready to sell to them. So it's not that the people are powerless, but because what they needed at that time to fight them, they were not allowed to have. And ever since they turned to Russia and China, we are seeing the dynamics. To the point that tea are coming out crying to the world for safety. They can no longer have the time to group and they are not caught. They have taken control over everything. So believing in ourselves that we are the ones who can save ourselves is now. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world, in Europe and in France.